times we can't move forward because we are looking back. We're looking back at past hurts. We're looking back at past pain. We're looking back at past relationships. We keep going and living in the memories of our past, the things that we have been delivered from, the things that we have gotten free from, the things we're supposed to have moved forward from. We keep looking back at them. And I'm going to tell you what looking back means in just a second. What does it mean then to look back? What does it mean to look back then, Adam? If we're stuck because we're looking back, what does it mean? When you look back, you might ask, why would Lot's wife had turned to a pillar? So all she did, Adam, was look back and see the city on fire, seeing the environment that she came from was now burning. All she did was turn around and look to see it. Why would she have turned to a pillar? Sorry, here's why. Looking back means I can't see where I am going or where God is taking me. Oh man, don't miss this. When you look back, when you turn around and look back at your past and you keep going back into memories and back into the things of your past, what happens is you can't see where you're supposed to be going. You're too busy looking back. And you also cannot see where God is trying to take you. That's why she turned to a pillar of salt. Number one, she could not see the vision of the future. She could not see where God was taking her. She kept looking back. And she kept regretting the things that was behind, and she was not looking forward to what God had planned. So number one, when you look back, when you turn back to the things that you've left, when you turn back to that environment, when you go back to that toxic relationship, when you go back to the things that you know that you're not supposed to be a part of anymore, here's what happens. You can no longer see where you're going, my friend. Just think about a car. If you're driving a car, how can you drive that car safely on the road when you're looking in the rearview mirror, when you're looking in the back and you keep turning around? No, my friend, you're going to run into something. You're going to create an accident in life. That's what happens. Our vessel of life goes into an accident because we're too busy looking back. We don't have our hands on the wheel. We're not looking through the windshield. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. You're supposed to spend more time looking in the windshield than you are looking in the rearview mirror. So what happens is we decide to look back and we lose our focus. We lose where we're going. We can no longer see where we're going now because we're too busy looking back. And also, we cannot see where God is taking us. Here's the second thing that looking back means. Looking back means I can't forget. I can't, oh man, don't miss this. I can't forget means I can't forgive. I keep holding on to the hurt. I keep holding on to the frustration. I can remember what she did to me in my past. I remember when he walked out on me, and I can't seem to get past the things in my past. I'm holding on to everything in the past. It is because I'm looking back. I will not look forward, and so I simply can't forget. I can't forgive them. I will not let go of the pain. I will not let go of the hurt, and it keeps us locked in a prison. We're locked in a box. We can't be set free because we won't stop looking back. So the second thing, my friend, would turn Lot's wife to a pillar of salt is that she would not stop looking. She looked back and said, I can't forget the hurt. I can't forget what I'm leaving behind. And she turned into a pillar of salt because she refused to look forward. She kept looking back. All right, let me give you number 3. I want to move on. I don't want to be here all day. The third thing that looking back means, it means regret. It means I got delivered from this. This city is on fire and I could have been destroyed. I'm not thankful that God has brought me out of this environment. I'm not thankful that he's brought me into a new job. I'm not thankful that he got me out of that toxic relationship. And so what I do now, I'm living with regret. I wish I could go back to how things were. I wish I could go back to how things used to be. I'm not happy where I am right now. And so it's a spirit of ingratitude. I'm not thankful for what God has done. And so I want to return. I want to go back, and now I live with regrets. Why can't I go back to the way things were? Isn't that what COVID has done? It has disrupted and destroyed everything that we have known, and we're trying to go back to what things are. There is no going back. That environment has been destroyed, and we keep looking back. So the third thing that looking back means, it means that we live with regret. We are regretful. And we can't let go. We can't forgive. We can't let go of the past. And it keeps us stuck. We turn into a pillar of salt and we can't move forward. Here's the fourth thing that looking back means. Looking back means some part of me, don't miss this, still wants to go back to where I came from. Oh man, let me say it again. Looking back means that some part of me wants to go back to where I came from. Some part of me still wants to be in the mess. Some part of me still wants to be a part of that toxic relationship. I know he hurt me, but I still love him. I know she did me wrong, but I still love her. I know I shouldn't be here any longer, but something keeps pulling me back. I said I was done, but I took another phone call. I said I was done, but I received the text. I wasn't supposed to deal with that person anymore, but next thing I know, I'm out having dinner with them. I cannot let go of the past. Some part of me keeps holding on, and it wants to return to the very thing that God has delivered us from, the very thing that God has given us a grace to walk away from, the very thing that others are being set on fire that have drowned it in. He gave you the grace to escape. He gave you the grace to move away, but yet you keep looking back. So now the fourth thing that looking back means, it means that some part of me, there's something in me. I need to do a self-assessment. I need to reevaluate my attitude and my position. I need to reevaluate what I find important, what's priority in my life, because the things that I'm supposed to have let go, they still have a priority in my life. I haven't truly let them go. So it means I keep looking back, and some part of me, after an assessment, I realize some part of me keeps hanging on. It wants to return where I came from. And that's what happened with Lot's wife. She looked back at the city, not just to see it burn, but her heart and her spirit says, I don't want to leave the environment I came from. I want to return back to what's going on in that city, even though it was sin, even though it was to be destroyed. But I can't stop looking back. And she became stuck in her track. She couldn't, Lot went on away. Abraham went on, and Lot went on and lived his life. But his wife did not make it any further. She got stopped in her tracks simply because she looked back. Man, this is so powerful, such a powerful lesson. So again, 4 things that stop us from going forward in life is found right here in this great story in Genesis about Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot and his wife. And it means that we are not to look back. Today's message says, don't look back. You got to keep moving forward. And again, the 4 things that looking back means, it means that I cannot see where I'm going. I cannot see where God is taking me. He has a new plan for my life. He has new relationships waiting for me. He has a new ideas waiting for me. He has a new life. Old things are passed away, and in God all things becomes new. But I can't stop looking back. Number 2, it means that I can't forget. I keep holding on to the hurt of the past and the pain, and I just simply cannot let it go. The 3rd thing it means is that I live with regret. I'm regretful, and that means I'm not thankful for where I am today. So I keep looking back, wishing things were as they used to be. And finally, number 4, it means that some part of me is holding on, and it wants to go back to the very thing that I should have been set free from. Man, this is so powerful.